Hi Beetle people, it's Monday again, and that means I get to take a few minutes out of your lives to inform you about the Beatles. But this week is going to be a little different because we were asked to do our video on a significant female figure from the 50s or 60s. With that said, I have chosen to talk about Linda McCartney. I don't know much about Linda, but I have my iPod in handy to help me out here. So Linda was born on September 24th, 1941 in New York, where I'm from. Kind of crazy, right? Just to summarize, she was a photographer, and that's how she met Paul. She just happened to be at a club where Paul was. You know, she was just taking pictures, and she happened to run into the Beatles, and Paul just happened to kind of catch her eye, and, you know, it went from there. And, Linda was a very sympathetic woman. She was very passionate about her relationship with Paul. It was very intimate, and it is apparent in a lot of her pictures with her family, and everything she did, she put a lot of effort into. And that's one of the things that I like about Linda. Also, the fact that she was an animal rights activist is pretty amazing, because I myself am an animal activist. She impacted Paul's life. She kind of turned him into a proper man, because before Paul met her, he was kind of the playboy type, and I don't know, she did a really good job of taming Paul and turning him into a proper gentleman. Kind of talked him out of his shenanigans. And she basically just revolutionized Paul's life, and also the Beatles. During the rift between the four guys, she was very supportive of Paul. She didn't want the group to split up, and I don't think anybody wanted them to split up. It just happened, you know. And I'm not blaming Yoko. I'm not blaming Maureen or any of the other Beatle girls. I think that it just happened because they got tired of the pandemonium and just everything, you know, like the stress and the pressure and the media and paparazzi. I would have done the same thing if I had been in their shoes. But that's a whole another different story. Well, going back to Linda, she died of breast cancer, unfortunately. But to this day, Paul still continues her legacy. Through writing songs about her and promoting animal rights. Meat Free Mondays. You guys ever heard of that? If you haven't, I will put a link in the downstairs for more info. I'm going to try to find a link to Meat Free Monday page. So that's Linda, and I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Maybe I can show you some of my other Beatles stuff that I didn't show you. There's one that I could actually show you right now, which I'm wearing. John Lennon! I got this at Hot Topic over the summer. And this I got at Hard Rock Cafe. If you can't see that, it says John Lennon and it says Why Hunger. It was like $20, but it was worth it. I really wanted it, so whatever.
Intermission.
Just look at them. Aren't they beautiful? Oh my God! Look at John. Look at Ringo and Paul. Look at George. and Paul and John and Ringo. They are so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I can't contain myself. Oh, I don't even know how to explain my feelings every time I look at this poster. It's like, it's intense, it's madness. You know, it's the frosting on the cake. It's 1,000 calories of Beatley goodness worth devouring. You don't realize this, people. They were, and they will always be, the forefathers of sexiness.
End of intermission.
Here's another thing that you guys may not have seen. Yeah, I made that when I was like 15 or 16. It's basically my first Beatle poster. And I got this, like, before 2011 ended. It's my John Lennon calendar. That I kind of printed off the internet, so yeah, I would have the quadratic formula on my wall. And that's my boyfriend. Isn't he cute? For those of you uninformed, I am also a fan of The Who, and I love them very much. I mean, I have other Who things on my wall. There's a few other Who things. And there's my Beatley frame thingy over there in the corner. So I think that's all I wanted to show you guys. Yeah, and there's another Who thing I have. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry if I made it far too long. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!